Babefinn. 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 The little tiny ants.
To buy some pate, one little tiny ant came crawling up my foot. I shook and shook and shook and shook and tried to shake it off, but the little tiny ant kept crawling up my foot. I went to the market to buy some pudding. One little tiny ant came crawling up my knee. I shook and shook and shook and tried to shake it off, but the little tiny ant kept crawling up my knee. Get off!
Look, it looks like they're dancing. I went to the market to buy some biscuits. One little tiny ant came crawling on my bum. I shook and shook and shook and shook and tried to shake it off, but the little tiny ant kept crawling on my bum. Oh no!
He went to the market to buy some pancakes. One little tiny ant came crawling up his tail. He shook and shook and shook and shook and tried to shake it off, but the little tiny ant kept crawling up his tail.
Are you having fun? I went to the market to buy some strawberries. One little tiny ant came crawling up my arm. I shook and shook and shook and shook and tried to shake it off, but the little tiny ant kept crawling up my arm. Hey!
Let's do it together! I went to the market to buy some cheese. One little tiny ant came crawling up my hand. I shook and shook and shook and shook and tried to shake it off, but the little tiny ant kept crawling up my hand. Can anyone help me?
Should we just try shaking all together?
Shake it off, let's just shake it off. We all went to the market to get some breakfast. Little tiny ants crawled all over us. We shook and shook and shook and shook and tried to shake them off.
Stop!
And the little tiny ants crawled up far, far away.